What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now, as you guys seen in the last video, we redid our headlights. Now we got this custom look going on, and since then I had a buddy of mine come over and re-cleared the lenses for me, and I gotta say, I think he did a great job. Turned out absolutely amazing. Now in today's video, we're gonna be completely changing the look of the truck for very little money. I'm talking like $3. So what we're going to be doing today is taking a Sharpie paint pen and we're going to paint the tire letters on the truck. Now before I can do that, I'm going to go ahead and pull my pressure washer out and give this thing a bath, because I know this silver birch metallic does a great job of hiding dirt and all that in pictures and videos, but as you can see, it is extremely dirty. You can probably tell right there, it's very dirty. So we're gonna get this thing washed because it needs it really bad, and then we'll jump into the main part of our video. Wow, I am amazed with the way this truck looks. Although I am going to be doing some paint touch up to it, it does have some defects in the body, but man, is that thing beautiful. Now that we've got the truck all washed, we'll go ahead and clean my mess up here, and then we'll start getting these tire letters painted. Alrighty guys, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but I had to move the truck over because girlfriend's going to be home from work soon. Don't want to be in her parking spot. Now that we've got the truck cleaned and we're ready to do our paint letters, normally what you would do at this point would be you'd want to clean your tires off really well, but since we just washed the truck, we don't have to worry about that. Our tires are already clean. So the next thing we're going to do is take some wet sandpaper and some water, and we're going to go in here and we're going to wet sand these letters a little bit. And we're not using anything too crazy here on this sandpaper, just some 1000 grit. All we're trying to do here is just scuff up the surface of these letters so that the paint has something to adhere to, kind of soak into the tire just a little bit. And that way it won't try to chip off on us. I'm gonna set you guys up on a little time lapse. We'll get these letters all wet sanded, and then we can start applying our paint. Now that we've got that done, we'll go ahead and wet these letters back down. Then we'll go ahead and wipe all these tires. Wipe these letters nice and clean. Oh, woman, something doing. We don't want to get ran over. Hey, don't be running us over, lady. We almost got ran over, you guys. We're just gonna keep cleaning all these letters off. And then once they're dry, we can start painting with our paint pen. All right, let's move up to the front. Make sure we're using a clean part of our rag. Now, these microfiber rags do leave a little bit of fuzzies on the tire, but that's okay. Once it dries completely, we can come back and just rub those right back off of there. All right, guys. So while we're waiting on these tires to dry up, go ahead and show you guys what paint pen we're actually going to be using. We're going to be using this Sharpie oil-based paint pen, and we got the medium tip. Now that we got our tires nice and dry, we're going to take our paint pen and we got to prime this thing. So what you want to do is you want to shake it up real good. Then once you get it shooken up really well, the tip on this thing is spring loaded. So you want to prime it by doing that. You want to do it with the like you would be writing with it. Just get you a piece of cardboard or something and just keep dabbing it like that until the paint soaks into the tip and you start seeing it on your cardboard. And then once that happens, you can start painting your letters. And what's really important here is when you're painting your letters, you do not want to be pressing down hard enough to press this tip in, because that'll allow more paint to come out, and then you'll end up having a big old glob of paint here that'll run down the pen, and it could end up pooling up and running down your tire as well, and it just becomes a huge mess. So you just want to be really light with it, very light pressure, just gliding right across the surface of the tire. Your first coat is not going to cover really well. You're going to have to do several coats. But for me, it's a little bit easier because my letters set in and they got this border on them that's raised up off the tire, so it kind of helps to keep the paint from running all over the place. You just go around, fill all these in like this, let it dry, and then give it a second coat. This is what we're looking like after coat number 1. Some of it has gotten up on the raised part of my letters, but I have an idea to fix that. What I'm thinking is, after I do the second coat, if that's enough, maybe 3 coats, we'll see. But after I'm done coating it, I'm thinking that maybe I can go back and just wet sand the surface of the raised parts and get the paint off of those. That way I don't have to try to go in and put paint on the raised part and still not get it on the tire itself. I feel like that would be pretty difficult to do with this pen. So now that this first coat's completely dry on all 4 wheels, I'm gonna go ahead and put coat number 2 on. But also, another thing to note when using these pens is it is key to do very, very light pressure and to keep a good amount of paint on the tip, because if you press on it too hard, then it'll just leave spots where there's almost no paint. So you just want to like barely glide across the surface of the tire and it'll turn out really well. So we'll go ahead and get down on coat number 2 and see how well it turns out. So there it is with 2 coats, guys. On camera, it looks pretty good. But to be honest with you guys, I'm probably going to go back and put a 3rd coat on. Hopefully my 1 pen will last for the 3rd coat. I'm not exactly sure how much paint's left in it, but we've already got 2 coats on all 4 tires with that 1 pen. So we're doing pretty good. And as you can tell, I still need to go around and wet sand the raised edges of the letters. Hopefully that's gonna work. So the sun is going down. Time for me to put everything away for the night. Help my girlfriend get supper ready for the kids. Also, with the sun going down, it's getting a little bit chilly outside. So I'm gonna pick back up with you guys tomorrow. We'll put a 3rd coat on these wheels, and then we'll wet sand them, and then we'll check out our final product. So it is the next day here, guys, and I've already put my 3rd coat of paint on these tire letters. And it seems to be turning out really well. So now we're just waiting on them to dry all the way, and then we can go ahead and wet sand the raised parts of the letters that I talked about previously. But as far as the coverage of the paint itself, it does look pretty good. It's not 100%. In person there are a few spots that look like they could be gone over again, but from back here it doesn't look too bad. I'm not sure how well this stuff's gonna hold up to daily driving or like tire shine that I use when I go and wash the truck and detail it for car shows, but which we do have one coming up at the end of the month, the Cars and Coffee. But I will be doing a review on these tire letters, the method we got going here, probably in the next couple videos. So I'll give it about a week and we'll review how it's holding up. Hopefully it does really well, but at the same time, even if it doesn't do very good, then you know, we only spent $3 on that paint pen and it got us 3 coats all the way around. I'm almost positive that there's enough to do a 4th coat if I need to. I'm probably gonna end up doing some touch-up just before car shows, because I'm sure it will wear down quite a bit because I do daily drive the truck, which is okay. But yeah, once this paint completely dries, we'll get the wet sanding process done, and then we'll be able to get us some nice Instagram shots. Alrighty guys, so now that our paint's nice and dry, we're gonna go ahead and start wet sanding these raised edges of the letters. Get some water on it, on the tire, get some water on our wet sandpaper, and just start sanding it. Hopefully this will work. Keep it really wet. Seems to be working pretty well. Just takes a little bit of time. So that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. If you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, leave your thoughts and comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, and just like that, we'll catch you guys in the next one.